The mascot for my high school is the Crusaders.
Hmm.
Do you know what the Crusaders are?
They were some people who, they went to the Middle East and they were like, yo, if you don't like the Christian faith, the Catholic faith,
Sure.
I think it was the Catholic faith,
Catholics.
you're going to have to die.
Stab.
And people were like, please don't do this. And they were like, well, the Pope said that we're going to do this.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, fuck.
Mass murder, man. On behalf of the church.
I ain't going back to my high school because they like to murder.
Yeah, man. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back. Okay, I want to start over.
You want to start over? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna pretend like I just said that.
Hello.
All right, how's everyone doing?
Pretty good?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good out there. I'm feeling kind of chilly right now.
Yeah. I'm feeling kind of warm. You know,
I think I'm gonna put my jacket on.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, I'm liking this.
I'm feeling good now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you're nice and blue. Got a nice camo going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just right off the bat, I'm so happy about our new sponsor, dude.
Me too. I always wanted to be sponsored by water.
Yeah, and there just can't be life without water.
Absolutely.
That's a fact. Okay, you can look that up on the internet. Ask your mom. Ask anyone. Honestly, they'll probably tell you, you can't have life without water.
I mean, why do you think all these companies they're hoarding water? Because they know one day, it's just the most valuable thing, really.
You guys ever heard of the ocean? You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
You know about the ocean? What's that made out of?
It's made out of salt water, which is a problem for humans at least, not for other creatures, but for humans, we don't like that salt water.
I'm wondering about if aquatic creatures drink salt water and they're cool with it. Do they drink water if they're living in water?
I assume they just absorb it. Maybe they take it in and then they're.
I've never been taught this, and I've never even thought about it before. They're swimming in the liquid, and that creates life.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if they consume it orally. And if you know anything about this fact, you could look it up. Let us know, because this is really it's blowing my mind right now.
I mean, fish breathe it in through the gills. They have
They extract the oxygen from the water.
Yeah. So
But
they're taking it in, right? And
They take it in, but that's for we breathe oxygen.
yeah.
They breathe oxygen also, but they suck it out of the water.
And then what?
Because water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen,
Yeah.
and fish, they suck the oxygen out of the water. They break those chemical bonds, and then they're just consuming the oxygen, and then it's no longer water.
Yeah, but they're still, in a sense, right? It's making them. I don't want to say wet, but it's making them wet. The fish.
Yeah, no, they're definitely wet. Thare swimming in the water. What are you talking about?
Their insides are getting wet by the water. So in a sense, they're taking in this water.
No, but
into their body.
The water they're taking in, they're converting into something else.
But the water's still inside of them at some point, right?
Yeah,
it's still moisturizing.
Sure, but we could inject water into our bloodstream, and we actually don't know what would happen. I think we wouldn't take it in.
We might die.
I know if you inject air into the bloodstream, then you die.
Yeah.
If you have one of those IV bags, and then someone fills it with air, and they squeeze the bag, and the air goes in your bloodstream, then you die. Damn. R.I.P.
I mean,
I saw it on TV. I don't know if actually that's true.
Interesting. It sounds like it wouldn't be good. I mean, nothing is supposed to really go into your bloodstream except for blood.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I think people what are the IV bags?
Mm-hmm.
That's like
It's usually like a saline solution, and then sometimes there's other stuff in there, but it's meant to hydrate your system, give
Yeah.
you electrolytes.
so there you go. Maybe the fish. They're just
I
Just
don't.
putting that water in
I
there.
would. We'll be able to find out the answer. But all this is to say, thank you, Life Water. You provide purified, pH balanced, electrolyte rich, amazing water. It is 100% recycled plastic. Beautiful bottles. I will say there's a spelling error on the front of the bottle. But aside from that, I mean, it is very accurately describing water is essential for human life and for all life. Trees. Name something you can't. Name something that can exist without it. Aliens, maybe. Don't know about those.
I'm looking at the ingredients here. You got purified water.
All right.
Okay, that's pretty normal.
Sure.
You got magnesium sulfate. That seems pretty normal.
Magnesium can be a relaxing agent.
Yes. Potassium bicarbonate.
Don't know anything about that.
Me neither. I'm assuming since it's life water.
It's water.
Water.
Life water.
Life water. It's
Yeah, beautiful bottles. We and something that we talked about last week is we're searching for challenges and for things to overcome in our lives. So what we're going to do is we're going to consume this bottle as quickly as we can in a humane fashion.
all right.
Okay? Just some backstory. I consume water at a very high rate, and I don't know. Do you consume water at a very high rate?
I have to say my water game, I wouldn't say it's weak. I would say it's not quite on the level that yours is at.
Okay.
So this for me is going to be more of a challenge because I think my body is used to intaking less water at one period of time.
Yeah.
So like the water per hour in my body is like a little bit less than your water
Your
per hour.
WPH, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm speed racing. I'm like in Formula One racing of water consumption. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
My FPH is very high.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna, if we're calling this a race, I don't think I'm gonna make
It's a
this
challenge.
like
It's a
challenge,
challenge.
right? Well, I'll see if I can. It might take me a little while, maybe I'll have to do a few separate gulps, but I will give it my best.
Yeah, so shout out to Life Water. Shout out to purified, pH balanced, electrolyte rich water. Here we go.
All right.
Okay, my attempt here is to not stop having the water flow.
Okay, I'm gonna try that, and we'll see what happens.
All right, bear with us over here.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Don't hurt yourself now.
It's doing me in. It's really getting me. Oh. Oh. Oh.
All right, man.
Oh.
Wow, I'm impressed.
It's
I'm
doing me in.
I'm impressed.
Let me tell you something. I didn't think that water could ever be such a challenge.
I mean, there's such thing as too much of a good thing.
Yeah.
That's for certain.
I don't know how you just took that on like that. God damn.
Yeah, so I so speaking of that, I had to burp in the middle of it, so I didn't have a constant flow, but I'd say I only paused for about, a second and a half, maybe 2 seconds. But I mean, you're only sitting with about 10 ounces left, maybe
Yeah.
even less.
You know,
I'm very impressed.
I think it would be easier to just inject that right into the bloodstream. Really, I
Dude.
mean, I
But
don't
maybe.
think the human body was meant in such a short period of time to consume that much water.
Well, we don't know that much about the human body. I mean, we do, absolutely. But imagine if we were on the Serengeti or in the Sahara, minimal water source. The amount of water is sparsely spread across the plains, right? So if you think about it, maybe you'd have to consume, 90 ounces out of the lake because you didn't know when you were going to see water again.
But do you think? I don't think they ever had a bottle that was this big. Any time in that period of history, so
Maybe they had a gourd.
Maybe
they had a gourd.
they might have had a gourd, but I feel like
a
they maybe
larger
would have savored
gourd.
it. They would have drank some and been like, I gotta save this, because
But
the
let's say
road,
you
I'm
go
gonna...
to an oasis.
Yeah.
There's a large body of water, and they haven't drank in days. Maybe they've had a couple sips. I think they're diving into the water and they're drinking while they're swimming.
They're like gulping underwater. They're doing like a
Is that
big
even possible?
slurp. I think
it's possible, actually.
The strategy with this is breathing through your nose.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I noticed. Like if you can't do that, you can't. Like it's not possible.
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit challenging because you gotta be constantly having the bubbles go. But if you drink too fast, it's hard to swallow and breathe at the same time. So you got to be letting the water seep into your mouth without swallowing and then breathe. But yeah, I mean, I used to do that as a party trick back in the not as a party. Well, there used to be. I used to work at a place called Launch Learning Center, and there was children there, and it was my first exposure of being a kind of a teacher role for kids. And I did a pretty good job, but one of my things as an entertainer was to see, like, my job wasn't to be an entertainer, and I would do something different now, but I would do the water trick and they would go crazy and then tell me that I was crazy and stuff.
Having a water party.
Oh yeah, this reminds me, like, the kids got to drink water. Everybody's got to drink water. We just pause 1 second here. Can you go look in that screen and see if my whole body is being seen?
Yeah. I got you. No, it's not. You're kind of. Let's see. Just do that. That looks a lot better.
And we're back. The kids got to drink water. Everybody's got to drink water.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I would have a challenge where there would be a group of 10 children, and they would have a pitcher full of water. And there would be me with a pitcher full of water. and so you can see where this is going. I would be filling up my large 60-ounce water bottle intermittently as I was drinking, and they would try to tag team drink the same amount of water as me. So there was a way to make it fun, have a competition while, hydrating and having our brains function at a higher level. Like after doing that challenge or drinking a lot of water, my brain functions at a higher level, more energetic. I just feel more vibrant. And the kids didn't win. I won.
You won.
Yeah.
Dang,
dude.
Like all of them
10
collectively
children.
couldn't
See, like they would
drink
have
as
these
much
cups.
water.
They would fill them up.
Yeah.
They would have one would have each cup, and one would drink at a time. So
Yeah.
one person would drink, next person would drink, next person would drink. Get to the end, they're filling back the cups, filling them back up.
Well, no wonder I couldn't beat you.
Dude,
Like,
you
I'm like those kids.
You're like those kids, but I think you did a phenomenal job, and I think you still need to finish the challenge at some point. And these kids, dude. Here's a crazy thing. If I say I love these kids, it's true.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But what if someone's like, dude, you love kids?
Oh, we're going back to like Baby Got Back. Like kind of like if someone like in a song is like, I love these kids. And then like someone's like, he loves those goddamn kids. He's doing some weird stuff.
Yeah, like I'm it's for me it's not like a pedophilia thing, but just being open about that, I feel hesitant to say I love these kids, you know what I'm saying? Which is just a fact. I mean, I haven't met people who are as brilliant and honest as children, and like children don't have the skills to function in the world, but people functioning in the world oftentimes don't have the skills that children have.
Yeah, absolutely. I think children, they'll go and they'll tell you exactly what they're thinking. Like if they think a hat looks bad that you're wearing, or like they don't like your shoes, they'll tell you. They'll be like, I don't like that. And you'll be like, well, thanks. And you can't be mad because they're a kid, right? And you're like,
well,
and then
why does it matter? Why does it matter if it's a kid or not?
I don't think it does. I think more adults should be more honest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think if everybody could be more honest and not get hurt as much, the world would be a better place.
Yeah, dude, 100%.
Because someone would be like, I think when you do this, it's not great. The other person could say, okay, I will keep that in mind. I'm going to go about my life, and I'm going to see what other people think. And then if multiple people are telling them that, they shouldn't feel bad about it. They say those people are doing that for my own good. And then how do I want to go from here? And people can like take in account to like everybody around them. How awesome would that be?
I think there's a way to kind of, to navigate it, because if somebody is saying, being honest, let's say, there's a lot of ways for them to phrase it. And if people are tactical or they've received kind of a, they got the system down, then they can be honest without trying to manipulate other people or to try to, I don't know. You can be honest, but then there's some people that just want to cause problems. So like if somebody says, if somebody's being honest and they say, you are disrespectful, what would you think if I said that?
Well, I guess I would think, why is he saying this? Is there something I'm doing that could be disrespectful?
Yeah, so like to me it just does, the whole word disrespectful, it's an opinion. So if we can state facts, and then if we can say how we feel based on those facts, then there can be no misunderstanding about what's going on. So if I, instead of saying you are disrespectful, I said, you keep turning off the radio. No, sorry, fuck the radio. You keep turning my seat heater on when I'm driving, and when people are messing with my settings, I get frustrated.
I'm sorry about that.
Stop fucking with my heat, bro. I mean, now that it's getting in more into a winter weather, I'm gonna need it naturally.
Yeah.
But so then that's the step one. I've noticed you keep turning my heater on.
Oh
Okay?
man, I'm really sorry
but
about
there's
that.
Four steps. There's 4 steps.
Okay, there's 4 steps. Okay.
I've noticed you have been leaving. You have been continually turning my seat heater on when I'm not looking. When people mess with my settings, I get frustrated. Maybe there's just 3 steps. I'm missing a step. But then the 3rd step is, can you not mess with my heater?
What if? I mean, I'm gonna stay in character. My bad. Not what if. No.
Well, then I just can choose not to spend time with you. But that's the step. If you honestly say, and the person knows what kind of emotional reaction you're gonna have based off of this thing, then if they don't have to listen. But if they don't listen, then you can stop. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah. And at that point, I feel like relationships work when both people are like mutually respecting one another, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that definitely, if the person was just like, nah, bruh, and just turned up the heat again, it would be like,
yeah, sorry, I'm not gonna take you to Red Robin anymore. Yeah, get the fuck out of my car.
And by the way, you owe me for those fries. I was gonna not say anything, but now, sorry, John, the fries.
Yeah, fuck you, bro. Yeah, but then even about disrespect. I mean, you're saying it's good to have respect in relationships, but what even does respect mean, and does that mean different things to different people? I don't really know. We're gonna have to be right back with a word from
Red Robin.
Yum. Red Robin, dude. They're good. But yeah, that's all I'll say about Red Robin. They're good, but
I like the fries and the campfire sauce. I don't know, like something about you get bottomless fries, you get a side of campfire sauce. It just it's so good.
And I don't want to beat a dead horse, or I don't want to beat a live horse, and I don't want to beat. There's only a few things that I want to beat.
What do you want to beat?
That's besides the point. What I'm saying is, why is there so much stuff having to do with bottoms, butts, all this stuff?
Bottoms and butts.
Like usually in advertising, there are like they're selling things based off of sexuality and butts and bottoms and stuff. So usually they're selling sex, but Red Robin has done the anti-approach, and they're selling bottomless fries.
Yeah, I think that's partially why I respect them so much.
Yeah.
Because they're basically saying, listen, I know all you guys are advertising the bottoms, the ass, if you will.
Yeah.
And we're not going to do that. These are bottomless fries, but you can still enjoy them.
Yeah, you can still enjoy it. And they're thick, though. I mean, you're not going to deny that they're thick.
Yeah,
They just don't have a bottom.
Yeah, they can't get rid of all the sex appeal. They have to be somewhat thick.
Yeah.
But they're trying to make a statement by saying everyone is all like, ooh, the bottom.
Yeah.
No.
Ooh, the bottom, and then you gotta think about. We were talking about beating a dead horse, and some people like ranch dressing on those thick fries, and then some people, also on the same ranch, you would find an ass. So what kind of games are they playing? Like start a conspiracy theory about all sorts of ranch dressing, ass, beat a dead horse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're putting the bottomless into the ranch, which in turn is saying this is bottomless. Let me just dip it right into this ass.
Yeah, dude.
Is what I'm getting. Yeah.
Dip it right in the ass. And yeah, sometimes it just all roads lead to that last statement that I said. Yeah, so there are butchers and chefs that they have these hammers with spikes, kind of spikes on them, and they smash the meat to tenderize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that exists.
It does exist.
So that's like beating your meat. So if you were saying like, what do you want to beat? I want to beat.
You can beat meat. You can beat Mario Kart.
Yeah.
The video game.
You can beat video games, and then you can also beat. You can't beat, but you can overcome systems, and you can overcome obstacles. So I want to overcome obstacles, social obstacles, internal mental obstacles. Speaking of an obstacle course, I climbed on top of a high school last night.
Did you?
Yeah, dude.
How was that?
People are like, dude, like, there's people like this. Yeah, dude. I'm never going back to my high school. Dude, fuck that. Some of these people, they go and end up working back at the high school, but usually they're like, nah, man, I'm never going back to my high school. And I'm never going back. Ever.
Sometimes you have people too they have kind of like more of like, they're not exactly tough. They're like, I'm never going back to my high school.
Oh yeah.
I'm never going back. Don't take me back there. I don't like it there.
And no offense to those people.
No offense to any people who don't like their high school. I mean, like,
and speaking of, offense could be an obstacle sometimes for people.
Of course, I don't want to say that you can't climb over that fence. You can do whatever you want,
mm-hmm.
and you can climb over the fence. You can run over the fence if you'd like to.
Yeah, if you have a tractor.
Yeah, you could just
a garbage
saw.
compactor.
Yeah.
Yeah, a fusion reactor. Probably not very mobile, but if you use the technology correctly. Yeah, and there, you could take the fence, don't take offense, but go on the offensive, just keep hitting that ants, bro.
What about some defense?
I mean,
put up some defense, like don't always be attacking. Make sure that got the level playing field going.
Yes and no, because defense wins championships. Defense doesn't help you hop over a fence, really. You know what I'm saying?
What if it's about strategy when you're going over that fence? You got to think about, like, you got your groin. You got to think about that. You don't want to, like, get caught. Like, your pant leg could get caught on, like, one of the chain link.
Maybe duct tape your pants a little bit.
Yeah.
So I guess those are defensive actions. But then you got to think, what's on the other side of the fence? Is it a pool? Is this a recreational activity center? Is there a pool on the other side of the fence? And then it depends. Is the pool right on the other side of the fence? And are you going to land in the deep end? It depends.
Could it be shallow?
Yeah, could it be shallow? So anyway, these people who are, I'm never going back to my high school, man. So they sometimes say man after, even if there's a woman there.
Yeah, or you could even have like, hey man, I'm never going back to my high school, man. I don't like it there, and I feel like everyone was just so mean to me there, man.
Man, I'm never going back to my high school. There were so many people that like to play the trumpet, man, and they walk around and they're wearing glasses, man, and they keep talking about algebra.
Hey man, I'm one of those people who played the trumpet. What the hell are you trying to say about me, man?
Man, you like putting that brass right up to your lips, man. Putting that brass up there, man.
I was the coolest kid in school, all right? I went on to go do things.
Yeah, man. But why you saying you're never going back, bro?
I'm working for a trumpet company right now because of the grades that I got in school. Good grades.
Yeah.
I know how to play the trumpet.
Yeah, bro.
Took a lot of life lessons away.
Okay, man. Yeah, you know how to blow some brass, okay, man? You know how to play the trumpet? You press 3 buttons, man. What you doing, man?
I'm playing an instrument that has a long history. It's a good instrument.
Yeah, bro, you know what you need to do?
What do I need to do?
You need to go back to your high school, man. You need to climb on top. You need to see what you can see from up there, man.
I don't want to go back. I don't like it there.
Man, me neither. Fuck that shit. Let's, hey, man, can I invest in your trumpet company, man?
Oh, of course.
Thanks so much, man.
Oh, no problem.
So there's people like that out there, and this is what I'm going to say. I didn't climb on my own high school. It's in close proximity to my high school. And there was a really great view up there. It was the sunset. I saw all the mountains and shit. But what I really want to say is there's these people out there who name the mascots for the schools. I don't know who does it. It's probably somebody who shouldn't be doing it. And here's what happens. Here, the mascot for my high school is the Crusaders. Do you know what the Crusaders are?
They were some people who, they went to the Middle East, and they were like, yo, if you don't like the Christian faith, the Catholic faith,
Sure.
I think it was the Catholic faith,
Catholics.
you're going to have to die.
Stab.
And people were like, please don't do this. And they were like, well, the Pope said that we're going to do this.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, fuck.
Mass murder, man. On behalf of the church.
I ain't going back to my high school because they like to murder.
Yeah, man. And what I'm saying is these people out here in the Middle East, man. I'm from the Middle East, man. And I didn't even get to go to high school. And you killed my family.
Sorry about that, man.
You killed my family.
Sorry about that, man. It was my school.
But anyway, so on behalf of the church, even if they're reclaiming the Holy Land, they go over there.
Bang, bada bing, bada boom, stab, stab, slice and dice, you know what I'm saying?
And there's all these people are dying out there. Then in 2004, they found a school, a Catholic school, and they say,
You know what was really cool, man? Yeah. You know what was the coolest, man? The Crusades.
yo, the Crusaders, man. They are the coolest thing ever, man. And yeah, they're like, man,
I love genocide, bro. That's the best, man.
Now, when all of the kids are playing sports, we can be like, you make sure that they remember their faith in God, and if they don't, you make sure that you tackle them real good,
Yeah.
and you whisper in his ear, and you say, listen, you better come to church tomorrow, or else next time we're not going to be so nice
yeah,
when
man.
we play you.
We're coming riding on our horses with our knives, bro, and our swords, all that kind of stuff.
So I mean that just that doesn't make sense to me. And then also, there's all these other schools with different mascots. Like the school I climbed on top of, their school mascot is the Spartans.
I know what school you're talking about. Yep.
The Skyline Spartans. You ever heard of Max Brown? Ever heard of Cason Williams, bro?
Skyline High School.
Anyway, climbed on top of it, looking at the views and shit. But like, you're looking at the Spartans, and I don't know exactly what the Spartans are, but I could tell you another violent. Like you have a school, you have like the sports team. It kind of embraces the mascot's mentality, but the whole school is called Skyline Spartans, right?
I didn't know that was
No.
in their name, is it?
What do you mean?
The school is called Skyline Spartans.
Well, their mascot's the Spartans.
Oh, okay. So it's like whenever they're playing, it's like the Skyline
but is it just
Spartans.
for the sports teams?
No, they name everybody that.
Yeah.
I remember at my school. I mean, this was
You're a kangaroo, Jack.
yeah. We were and they called us the Kangs, and it was
Yeah.
we had a terrible football team. It was pretty bad. So football culture really didn't catch on.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people at that school, myself included, just thought that the school culture was too it's just too oh, aren't you so happy today? And it's like, maybe I'm not happy today. You know
Yeah,
what?
and
Like,
are they
maybe I
gonna-
don't want to be.
What are they gonna do about it, bro? What are they gonna do about it?
I don't know.
And listen, there's these people out here that they're saying
We are the Spartans. This is Sparta.
mass violence. Like, okay, so there's another school that has the wolves. They're also killing a bunch of people, but it's not humans. So, I don't know, especially Crusaders. Literally, we just know that it was bad. We
Yeah.
know they murdered a bunch of people.
And the Spartans, you know what they would do? So they were a warrior culture, right?
Mhm. I just know about that.
So
The movie 300, that's all I know.
yeah, they were brave. They did some brave stuff too, but they also
8-packs.
8-packs.
Eight-
Oh, 8-packs. Yeah.
Gerard
They got
Butler.
the 8-packs going.
You know, he's popping those daddies out. Boom.
Speaking of daddies,
Flipping tires. Boom, boom. Big ones, from tractors.
tractors like doing the.
Flipping them. Yeah, and he, that wasn't even Gerard Butler in that movie, man. But he looked like Gerard Butler. Or what? And sorry, bro. He also is in this movie where he had a ball sack on his chin.
I have not seen that. What movie is that?
I don't know. It was like a movie with a series of short stories in it. But basically, he's on a date with one of these actresses, and he comes in with a scarf on. You can't see his neck.
Yeah.
And they sit down. It's a nice restaurant, and takes the scarf off, and he has a ball sack on his chin,
His chin.
and has a couple hairs on it, and it's just dangling off the chin, and he's like turning his head super fast, and you can see him wobble side to side, dude. Great writing, am I right?
That
That's
is pretty great
creativity.
writing. Yeah.
Gerard Butler. I mean, that's Wolverine. That's Gerard Butler. What did they say in Australia? Gerard Butler. I'm not really sure, but ball sacks. But he's also Wolverine. X-Men.
Yeah.
So I mean, versatility. Appreciate it.
There's also the mascot, the Wolverines.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one.
Is that as good as a wolf?
I feel like that's better. That was actually my middle school. We were the Wolverines.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But what is it?
Now I feel like it's worse.
What is a Wolverine?
I don't.
Is that a smaller version of a wolf?
Yeah, and it wasn't even like, it's not like we had like just like, like Logan just on the, on our in our gym.
It was the animal.
It was the animal, the Wolverine, and it was like this little kind
Is
of
it
like,
like a jack-
creature, like
Yeah,
like-
I feel like it's a mix between a wolf and a kind of a jackal, or like a
Yeah.
like one of those like rodent types.
It's weird because in that moment I forgot that my school mascot in middle school was Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
In that moment, I was thinking like Logan. I was thinking like Shing, and I was thinking like the badass.
Oh yeah, but
And then I thought back to my childhood.
what is it really, man?
It's just a small little thing. I remember seeing it on the. It looked like a raccoon with claws. It was like, great. That's our.
You heard
that's
it
our
here
mascot.
first. Wolverines are really like raccoons with claws. And we'll be right back. All right, here we go.
And we're back.
Yeah, man. I appreciate, all animals, but some are less ferocious than others.
That's true. I feel like it's needed biodiversity.
Is there so there's like is it all about having a scary mascot, or is it about one you can have a lot of pride in? Like, I never heard of a school called you know, Ellensburg Little Mouse.
Little mouse. I like it. I actually like that. If I had a school, I would make our mascot the most ridiculous thing
Yeah, like
imaginable.
You know, Brettsville
Wallflowers.
Wallflowers. They got South Point human centipedes.
What about Caroline Pussies?
Is Caroline a woman or
No, I mean
a town?
North Carolina, I guess, or something like
yeah.
that. But
What about, just name one that's real. The Redmond China dolls. How Why is that one so good?
I don't know.
What about the Woodinville
Crackers.
Yeah, Cracker Spaniels, which is half cracker, half Cocker Spaniel.
Nice. I like it.
It's a full Cocker Spaniel, and it's made out of crackers. And every year or every day, each student picks off a little piece of the cracker and eats it. It's part of the school culture.
Sounds like a cult.
Yeah.
We're like a school cult. Do you think there's a link between that culture and culture?
Oh, dude, yes. Good point. Good point.
I'm feeling that, like, school culture.
What about
school
just
cult
What about just cult and culture?
in general? Definitely. Kind of like sucks you in as like, this is your culture.
Yeah, I mean, and let's not mess this up, or let's get this straight at least. There are cults that are very, very bad, and then there are, groups of people that have certain ways of living, and that's just how functioning in a group works. But I mean, what's truly the difference? I don't know, man.
I think definitely I'm not trying to say that like cults and culture are the same thing. I just thought it was an interesting I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like that's something in a song. Someone could be like the culture. I don't know.
Yeah,
there's
dude.
like a
Yeah, I mean, I would look into that, because what truly is the difference between cult and culture? I mean, a few letters. That's all I'll say about that.
yeah.
What is it?
So this school trip, what inspired it? Was it just some friends going out, hanging out, top of the school?
Let's say this.
Oh, you don't give away anything you don't want to either.
Let's say this. The amount of friends that I hang out with is a lot like the water consumption in my life. It's in a very specific way. It's my WPH is pretty high. My FPH, friends per hour, is pretty low. And that's mainly by choice. And basically, I was just riding around on my bicycle and going down hills, up hills, no hands, with hands, on the sidewalk, on the road. Just how you go on a bike, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Up hills, going uphill, up. Oh, I got to get off because it's a big hill. I got to walk for a little bit. Saw the school, started biking around it. Ooh, and then I get the idea. I'm like, man, what would it be like to be on top of this high school?
Yeah.
you know, what would it be like? And then I was like looking around and I see, ooh, there's a low hanging roof right there. I could jump up and grab that roof. For those of you that went to this high school in Smirnoff, Washington, it was on the back side of the school. You probably know it. So I jump up on there, climb up the roof. It's a little bit slippery, and it's a large school. There was about 500. There was at least 400 per grade, and I'm just making that up. So it's a big school. Climb up. There was a small walkway to the spot that I wanted to go to, but there was like spider webs over there.
Ooh.
Spider webs on the right. 30-foot drop to the left. So I was squeaking by over there. Felt the spider web on my arm, but I can't do anything. I gotta just keep going.
Yep.
Keep going. Get by. Sun setting. There's another roof I climb up to get to the very peak. Look around. So many mountains, man. One time I went to Mount St. Helens, and you know the one that blew up?
Yeah. There's a guy living in his cabin who didn't want to leave. Can't remember what his name was.
Yeah, his name was Bob Saget.
Bob Saget.
Yeah, R.I.P. man.
Yeah, I miss him.
And I got up there, looked around, so many mountains. So I went to Mount St. Helens, and I saw a lot of mountains. You know, the big mountains.
Yeah.
Mount Rainier, Mount Adams, Mount Jefferson, Mount Stewart. You know, seeing a lot of mountains from up there, and that was really high. Just on top of Skyline High School, I saw all of the Cascades, and I saw the other mountain range, which is the Cascades and what's the other mountain range?
And the
Oh, I saw Mount Baker.
Mount Baker, okay.
No, but
Pacific.
we'll put it up on the screen right here because
Okay,
this is just
okay.
outrageous, bro. So now, yeah, bro, inspiration comes from the wildest place, but I just truly just was, I was inspired to climb on there, and that was one of the coolest things I've done. And danger level, maybe 5.1 out of 10. Not that bad. Not that bad.
All right. That's I like that story. I
Yeah.
like that.
Thanks, dude.
I think more people need to like when they see something that they want to do, they should go for it.
You know what happened when the first person I told that? You know what they said?
What did they say?
They're like, "Isn't that illegal, man?"
Oh, but I mean, it's like such a small thing. Like it's not.
I know
You're
I
not
know, I
affecting
know,
anybody's life, you know, but-
I think that's what happens sometimes. And if this happens to you, boy, we're out here. You know, we're living our life, dude. Sorry if it's illegal sometimes. I'm not advocating for doing illegal things, but I'm just climbing on a building, bro. So I think that's what happens sometimes. People are like, well, man, I had this really good experience. I try to tell someone about it, and they're like, isn't that illegal? And then it's just like, oh, well, maybe I'm not going to be inspired next time because people don't appreciate it. But it's not about what other people are doing, you know?
Don't let people do that. Like if you have an idea, you enjoyed it, you went for it, you did it, you got inspired.
And you
Don't
maybe you
let any-
perspired, which I did. I did perspire as well.
You perspired.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, regardless, if you enjoyed the experience, don't let anyone else come in and be like, but
Yeah,
like don't let them come in with the but.
Yeah, no buts, and don't retire your dreams. We're meant to inspire. Okay, we're meant to conspire, for great things to happen.
Yes. You tell that man. You tell him, look, I don't need your butts. I'm going to go get me some bottomless steak fries at Red
Yeah.
Robin.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm going to do.
I'm not hearing any of this BS. And you know where BS comes from?
Where does it come
that
from?
ass.
True. Bullshit.
Well,
From a bull, I mean,
it's coming from that ass though.
it is coming from that ass. It's coming from a ass.
That ass though.
That ass.
Yeah, you gotta conspire, gotta inspire. What are you doing out here? Yeah, dude. I think that was a great episode.
I think so too.
Maybe it was too short. I don't know.
How long have we been going? Is the question.
We're probably. I don't know, man. Yeah, so I think we're just done anyway.
You think
Well,
this
you
is
gotta
this is it?
You gotta finish the water first.
Oh, that's right. I do.
And then we gotta do our plugs, you know.
Yeah, gotta plug those sponsors. All right,
We'll
let's
plug
see.
ourselves.
I guess I should drink from this side so the camera can see.
Yeah, and we're not talking about, butt plugs. Yep. There we go.
It was a lot easier.
And yeah, a lot of time went by. And again, shout out to Life Water. Purified water, pH balanced, electrolyte rich. It has a taste. Okay, so prepare yourself for that.
It does have a taste.
The
Made by
the taste of electrolytes.
who's Calder Common? Was your water bottled by a different man?
Mine was we exist to advance the sources of creation and creativity, refresh your mind and restore your body.
Oh, so Calder, he didn't.
No,
He wasn't helping
like
with yours.
that's who did the art on your front.
Oh, well, thank you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, and Emma Balder did mine.
Oh, it says it below when you read it
Mm-hmm.
that it was done by him. The art. Maybe he bottled it. I don't know. Do you think he
And
personally?
you heard it here first. The art was done by him. Maybe he bottled it. Thank you so much for listening. Follow me on Instagram, jake.ss. My website is thegroverecording.com.
Steel Strings, YouTube and SoundCloud.
And what do you do if they follow you or request you on Facebook?
No, absolutely not. I will decline, and then I will message you, and I will say, listen, this is for friends and family. I don't think you're my friend, but you're not a friend that I know in person.
Yeah, exactly.
So it will be weird.
And you know what happens? This has happened so much that you even have you have a loaded message already just to copy and paste when this happens.
Yeah.
So don't message him, man. And do message me and send out the message to everybody. Can't handle no more butts. Gonna get those thick steak fries from Red Robin.
Follow me on Instagram at dadass if you want to follow
Yeah.
some kind of an account.
That
Yeah.
ass. Let me spell it for you. DAT_ASS. Yo, follow that ass, man. All right. We'll see you next week, man. Peace.
I like it. I think that was a very fruitful episode.